All right, everyone, here we go. How about a little spot check? End of the year, twin flame journey, mini spot check, kind of 3 quick cards with me style. We'll see where we go here. All right, let's see where we're at. I got one, yeah, the bird's here. He a Pisces, you know. I got the one deck here, the big light seer deck for the Divine Masculine, and I got my Divine Feminine deck. I'm gonna pick this one up first. See where we go here. This is comparison. See where we're at on the journey. See where the runner is at. And see where the Divine Feminines are at. Most of the runners in this cycle are Divine Masculines. So, but not all. We'll just call them the runner. But I am going to split it Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. All right, here we go. And we'll clarify. We will. We'll clarify each side and see where we go. Let's get our top cards, our baseline energy here. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. And this reading is timeless. Yep, it is. As with all the readings in the playlist for the Twin Flame Journey. We've been tracking it since about summer. As we know, the Divine Masculine's been driving a 74 Pinto, and the Divine Feminine's been driving a BMW. And this one here is having a hard time kind of keeping up a little bit. I don't know. Things seem to be changing in the readings. I pulled a Leo reading today without a devil and without a 7 of Swords. I didn't get any toxin at all. I got 2 angels. All right. Somebody had enough of that. Enough of that toxin. Good for them. Right here we go. Let's shuffle the deck for the Divine Feminine. What's going on with my Divine Feminines? What's the baseline card? Where are we at in the journey here? How far up the road is that BMW? Let's see what we got here. Divine Feminine. Give me the Divine Feminine, universe. Give me a card that represents where they're at right the fuck now. Well, I see some of you are still in your head from the bottom card. Some of you, not all, but you shouldn't be. It's always a fucking douche commercial. It is. It's walking through the forest, petting deer and rabbits coming up and saying hello. It's Disney magic around the Divine fucking Feminine. Here it is, a Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning in your favor, and I see it. I saw it in my first quarter of 2022. I saw it January, February, March. Go watch the reading. It's spectacular. I pulled that reading on you. I mean, just what's going on? What's happening for all of you? And it's new love. It's temperance in March, and it's a lot of you hearing from your Divine Masculine in January for sure. In that reading. Right here, the Wheel of Fortune. It's communication. It's change. 180 degrees. Your life's going 180 degrees. You got the universe itself behind you. Destiny. Crossing it is the 8 of Swords. It's really pissing off my Pisces parrot. This 8 of Swords is making him mad. You don't want to make Flem mad, do you? He's cute. Right? Right here. The 8 of Swords crossing this. Some of you are getting in your own way. All right? Some of you are getting in your own way, and underneath that is a tower. All right, I'm going to still pull some clarifiers here, but I'm showing you the affecting energy. I wanted to see what was fueling this, and what's fueling this is a tower. What's underneath that? Yeah, your inner wisdom is trying to come out, but some of you are fighting it with your brain. Shut your brain down. Shut it down. Allow yourself to feel. Feel your way through life. Use your brain to logically keep you on track, but you've got to feel your way through life. Right? It's beautiful energy. It's a Wheel of Fortune, and it's crossed by an 8 of Swords. I'm going to leave that there. All right, with a tower fuel in that. With the Hermit underneath that tower, your inner wisdom is trying to come through, but for some of you, not all, for some of you, your brain is getting in the way. You're thinking too much. Okay? Start feeling more. Feel your own life. Feel how, lucky you are to be alive. How lucky you are to even have someone as interested in you as the Divine Masculine is. Actually, that is lucky. Some people never have anybody experience anything like a soulmate connection. Believe me. Some people never do. This 8 Swords is nonsense. For the rest of you, if you're not 8 Swords and you're like, Steve, I'm fine. Fuck you, Steve. Okay. All right. Well, come on over. I'll fuck you. But anyway, you're probably fine. If the rest of you are fine, then the Wheel of Fortune is your baseline card. The affecting energy, though, is a tower-fueled Eight of Swords. Now I got the other deck. Let's see what's going on with the 74 Pinto. Give me the Divine Masculine base card. I think we're going to see some improvement here. Based on the readings I've been pulling with Venus retrograde. Oh, man. And Jupiter in Pisces, which is magic, right? It's pretty spectacular here. What's going on? What's going on with the Divine Feminine? What's going on? Or Divine Masculine, I'm sorry. What's going on? I already put my intention out. The words don't matter. But what's going on with the Divine Masculine? Give me the Divine Masculine's baseline energy here. All right. Oh, I got it. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I like their crossing card. A little bit. Kind of. Sort of. What's the top card? The Sun. It's Chatty Cathy. And because I know that, because crossing that motherfucker is the Three of Pentacles. It's somebody, again, this is what we're seeing in the readings. It's somebody who has woke the fuck up. They can see clearly now the rain is gone. Like that song. I keep singing it because it since 12/12 it keeps coming up. They know. They know where their happiness is. They want this. I know they want this because the Three of Pentacles is crossing it. Although these are children on the card. Okay? These are children on the card. There is a strong disappointment, and I said this on the Pisces reading, I know I did, on the Jupiter reading, I mean. There is a strong disappointment on their side for how things turned out over here. And they also see you with this Wheel of Fortune, with things turning around for you. Which is why it's ironic that you're in your head a little bit. Underneath that Three of Pentacles, why they want to work on things is because you're the goddamn 10 Pentacles. That's what's fueling it. You see the difference here, right? You got the world in the palm of your hands as the Divine Feminine. You do. These guys here are playing catch up right now. I see it with that Three of Pentacles. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's clarify. Let's clarify. Let me get the little animal deck for you. Let's clarify that Wheel of Fortune. All right. I'm not worried about that Eight of Swords. I already told you. Get out of your head. Stop it. You got a Wheel of Fortune as your base card. Things are about to change. It also tells me you're about to hear from this person. Again, backing up my readings of Venus retrograde, bringing someone back. Someone you thought you'd never hear from. I swear to God, it's right. It just keeps coming up the same way. We never got a card that good for the Divine Masculine. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for my Divine Feminines? Why? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for my viewers, most of which are Divine Feminines? Why? Why? He said, why? Holy shit. All right. The World, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. It's all hanging on the center is something huge coming your way. Ace of Pentacles. This is broad spectrum energy. I am pulling on the soulmate cycle. Somebody's coming your way. A whole new cycle. Just looking at the soulmate cycle. I mean, but this is broader energy than that. It really is. I have to be honest with you. It's your whole fucking life. It's not just this soulmate cycle. It's everything you've learned from it, applying to your whole life. But since this is a twin flame journey update, I'll keep it confined to the cycle. Get out of your head about it because it's changing. Somebody, I see it here with the Sun, somebody coming in with a very big offer that you've been waiting a long time for. This is old motherfucking energy. Old energy. So if we were to lay these out and I was to read them my usual way, it'd be center, left, right. Okay, so this is the center card. This is what's coming in. I'll tell you what it's crossed by in a minute. Right here, I laugh. Right here is the World. A cycle is trying to end. A new cycle is trying to begin. You're only slowing it down by getting in your head. I got the World sitting right on top of the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny sitting on top of the universe itself and destiny. Destiny. The only thing stopping it is this, and this tower that's fueling it tells me also when this person comes in, which it looks like they are, you might overthink it. It might cause you some confusion. But this also tells me that you're slowing it down. Those of you that are in the Eight of Swords. The rest of you that are perfectly fine, sit back and relax. The Hangman is here. The Hangman, this is a card, it's a very mysterious card. It's a card that has a lot of meanings to it. It depends on the cards it's around. It can mean a new perspective. Somebody has a new perspective on you. It can mean that you're in a dark night of the soul. It can mean all sorts of things. But I know that the Hermit was underneath that tower that was fueling that Eight of Swords. This here is the other dark night of the soul. It's the universe basically saying, wait for it. All this shit's about to happen. It's just a little quiet right now. Somebody's got to, I know from the readings that somebody is waking up. I see it here in this. And by what was crossing that, which I should probably take out of the deck because I put yours there. And by what was crossing that, the Three of Pentacles. So, right now, you need to get a new perspective on your whole situation. Make sure you've learned the lessons on your side. That's all. And some of you haven't quite gotten there yet with this Eight of Swords. You can get out of this. You can stop this. This is Eight Swords. It's usually somebody who's got themselves tied up, surrounded by swords, and they can just walk right out if they want to. You know, that's all. Don't hold yourself back. Look at these cards for the Divine Feminine. It's fabulous. Yeah, it might be crickets chirping right now, but use this time. The universe is trying to tell you here anyway, with this coming off of the world, because this is read after the world. Use this time. Because things are about to fucking change for the better. The wheel is upright. That is upright energy. That is 5-hour hard-on Viagra. I need to go to the hospital. It's been too long. The bottle says 4 hours. We got to go. It's been too long. It is upright energy pointing to the ceiling. No need to overthink it. Just go with the, be like water. I keep telling you that. Be like water. Water takes the shape of everything it's poured into. Just go with the flow. I mean, it's a trendy, cliche way to say it, but it's the truth. Use this time wisely, is what that's saying. By the way, what's coming in? How do I know that your DM is probably coming in here to build a new foundation and work on things? Because crossing that Ace of Pentacles is your DM. It's what they keep coming up as and have been for a year and a half now since I've been pulling on this. I've only been pulling on it since February here, 10 months, but King of Wands, the Burger King. The King of Wands is bringing an Ace of Pentacles. And we see it here. I see it right there. That's what it is. And it's in all the readings I've been pulling lately. And I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. Some of them might chicken out. I believe that's true. I've given you the percentages on many an occasion. But for the vast majority of you, the shit is on. We got Venus retrograde. We got the 12-12. We got still the eclipse energy in play. And we've got Jupiter moving into Pisces. All of that. And then I've got a first quarter of 2022 reading, which reads like a Disney movie of everything. Again, pretty much this Wheel of Fortune sums it up. And with the world on top of it, that's pretty amazing. Just please get out of your head too much. Let your soul energy flow through. Listen to your soul. You got to quiet the mind to do that. That's what the Hangman is telling you. It's all good. It's all good. Even if you just learned something and your person's a super fuckwit and chickens out. It doesn't matter. That's what life is. It's learning lessons. And then something better comes in the future, which again is what the Wheel of Fortune is saying. But the Wheel of Destiny is turning here. We got a lot of destiny here. And with the Burger King crossing the Ace of Pentacles, most of you, yeah. Okay. If you saw the Venus retrograde extended reading, you know there's a very high percentage of DMs, runners that are coming in. Let's take a look. Why is the Sun here? Let's go. Let's clarify. I got the little Lightseer deck. It wants me to shuffle a lot, so I kept stalling with conversation. Why is the Sun here on the Divine Masculine side? Is my deck upside down? Nope, it's not. I just took a peek at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. It's what's going to be crossing whatever the second card I pull here is. But this is communication, right? It's somebody coming in. They're a little worried about it. Yeah, they show up as a page. I know, but they are bringing that pentacle, you know. And look, underneath it, fueling it is the very world that you got. Whenever I get cards that are the same on each side, I've got what the kids might call mirroring. I've got kind of a situation where you're both, their 74 Pinto is caught up at least enough to your BMW to be able to see it, you know. And say, oh my God, there they are. If I could just speed up a little bit, you know, that kind of thing. You might, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but if you remove this Eight of Swords, you actually are slowing down your BMW and allowing this 74 Pinto to catch up to you because it can't go any faster. Your BMW can do 160 miles an hour. Their Pinto barely can, it starts rattling at 65, you know. This is actually slowing things down. It's making your car go faster and faster up the road ahead of them a little bit. All right, let's go. Let's see what's at the top here. 3 cards. Eight of Pentacles. They're coming with a practical approach. I still get that. I get it because I got a pentacle on your side too. Ace of Wands. Page of Pentacles crossing the Ace of Wands. A new beginning. It's what they want. It's what they're coming to get. It's what cycle is ending. They're definitely letting go of something on their side, either a way of thinking, 2 of Wands. A way of thinking, a way of being, a person they're with who's a shitty ass fuckwit, or a family that's controlling, or a career that's been getting in the way. Whatever it is, they see a whole new world with you. I know because their side of the connection is shining the sun clear through their soul, lighting it up, just lighting it up, not a shadow to be seen. And they want to come in and work on this. Pentacles, yeah, they do. I know they're taking a practical approach to it, but it could be because they're just worried about what you might be thinking. And for some of you, that's because of this. They're not energy readers. They're not Steve on the other side. They don't know what they're reading. They haven't been studying energy since they were 4 years old to be able to analyze it. All they feel is this, is worry, or whatever you're overthinking about. And that just reads to them as kind of repellent. It's fear. It's, oh my God, I don't know if I should go. I'm going to get yelled at. I'm going to get whatever. And that's why they keep reducing down to a page a little bit. It's not the only reason. Obviously, we know they're afraid to be vulnerable. What's the last card out? They're coming. Page of Wands. Again, a page. They show up as a page. I didn't look at that. I wasn't even worried. I could have got egg on my face there, but I didn't. Page of Wands in this Light Seer deck is pretty much the same energy as the Fool. It's basically someone who is coming in. They're taking a brave action. It's a curious page. It's my party girl. I always say that. If she's at the party, she'll do you. She will. That's why she's there. Don't even need alcohol. This person's just going to kind of roll in. I think that's why the Tower is underneath this in part. It's like, if you get too much in your head, when they show up, you might blow up at them or something like that, or you might freak out, or you got to be, it's basically what the universe is trying to tell the Divine Feminine is be cool. All is well. All right? Just keep, you know, if you talk to the universe, it listens. If you ask it a question and you pay attention, it'll give you the answer in a way that you might understand. You know, if you ask, for example, you're walking down the street and you ask, is my person thinking about me? Oh my God. And then you just keep walking down the street, you know, 5 minutes later you see a Burger King wrapper on the side of the road. There's your answer. But you got to pay attention. You know, the answers you want are all around you, all day long. You can just talk to the universe and manifest answers. That's all I'm doing here when I'm pulling tarot cards. I do it right in front of you on hundreds of videos. I manifest answers. But most people in this world got their nose in their smartphone and they're not paying attention. They miss everything. Don't. And don't get too much in your head or you miss everything too. You miss all the magic. This is magic right here. This is the Wheel of Fortune, the world, and Ace of Pentacles coming your way. And the universe telling you, you know, get yourself ready. Use this downtime wisely. Because the Hermit was underneath this, underneath a tower that was underneath this. They're coming in, no doubt about it. I've got a page at the bottom crossing the Ace of Wands. Yep, thinking about every word they're going to say. Probably going to, as I've said, I think I said it in the Venus retrograde reading, I do feel this strongly in the energy. For most of you, they're going to make up a reason to talk to you, especially if you haven't talked to this person in a while. They're going to make up some nonsense. You know, I don't know what it is. Just don't call them on it. Never call people on their nonsense. Just let them have it. Unless you don't want the person, then call them on their nonsense. Knock yourself out. You can do whatever you want to do. Yeah. There is a little bit of fear here. There's a Four of Pentacles way down underneath. All right. I wanted to make this a little mini one, but fuck it. I'm going to take the big animal deck here, and I'm going to ask the universe, just give me a couple more cards for the Divine Feminine. Anything else you want to tell the Divine Feminine universe? What else you want to tell them before we go? And then I'll pull a couple more for the Divine Masculine. I'll ask the universe the same thing. All right, let's see. This looks good. If you're wanting to hear from this person, listen, watch my first quarter of 2022. I was on fire for that reading. It developed in front of me because there was a lot of energy there, and it was very broad spectrum. But it's a damn fine reading. It's definitely something you're going to want to know about going into the new year. It is going to be a very special year. It's a repeat of the magic energy that was in the air for 2020. It is unfinished business, energetically speaking. Okay? It is. And I wrote an article on that in my blog. I encourage you to read it. It's over there at sltblog.com. It's called Unfinished Business. Go check it out. And you learn a little bit about 2022 and what's going on in the energy. I think I explained it pretty well. All right, let's go. Let's go. Give me a couple cards. Anything else you want to tell the Divine Feminine here before we go? See the bottom. Oh my God, double world. Look at this. These are in the, I'm basically pulling a 3 card here. So these are in the same position. You got double worlds, both upright. Oh my fucking God. Justice and the 8 of Wands. You got communicate. As far as the soulmate connection goes, the cycle is definitely ending. I just asked the universe from another deck, not the deck I pulled these from. This is the little one and the big one. And I got all the same basic things here. Well, with the exception of the Hangman. That's a different message. But basically, this person's coming in. Most of you are going to hear from your Divine Masculine very fucking soon. Where we're at right now, they're sitting in the sun. They want to come work on things. They want a new beginning. And I'll pull some cards on them too before we go. But the double worlds here says it all. It's all sitting on top of a Wheel of Fortune, and the only thing in the way is this nonsense right there. A cycle is ending and a new cycle is beginning, and this soulmate cycle energy is balancing. This is a card of communication. This is a card of communication here. Why is justice communication? Because you're not going to get justice in this without communication. Either you're going to hear from the person, or someone's going to tell you something about the person, or any things along those lines. I know it's communication on those lines because the 8 of Wands is here. This is minor arcana. It is up to your person's free will. It does tell me not all of you will hear from your person, but a vast majority will, with the world here. It's the most powerful card in the major arcana. It's very, 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 very likely. Okay? And I see it here. I see it here for sure. Now I need to move these over a little bit. All right. And we're going to pull. Pretty enough. All right. I'm going to get the other deck, and we're going to do the same thing for the Divine Masculine. I believe this Ace of Pentacles does bring a little bit of justice your way. But this is just the message the universe wanted me to give you. 3 cards. That's the message. Oh, by the way, the bottom card I forgot to show you, crossing the Justice card, was the 4 of Wands, a happy new beginning. That's why I laughed before I threw the cards. I'm sorry I forgot to bring that out. I mean, it's probably still here. Yeah, I didn't shuffle it away. It's right there. 4 of Wands, crossing the Justice card. How about that? Happy new beginning. Something that could be long-term if you want it to be. I don't know. It depends how they come in. It depends what you want to do. You do what you want with them. You don't even have to talk to them if you don't want to. Whatever you want to do. But it ends, 8 of Wands. It's like the universe saying, tell the Divine Feminine, I'm giving you a second world card. A cycle is ending. A new cycle is beginning here. We're way past judgment at this point is what that means. We're way past judgment. Because you got to get past judgment to get to the world. If you don't get past judgment, you get kicked back to the Fool on the same plane you were on. This moves us up to a new plane. All right, and justice here, we're getting some justice. Things are balancing out here. I believe it. I don't believe this Ace of Pentacles. I believe that's representing more time. I believe they're coming in with Pentacles, a very practical approach. I think the Ace of Pentacles is just representing this is old energy. It's a long time. Something you've been waiting for a while is coming. And it's coming fairly quickly. 8 Wands of communication here. That's a card of communication. It's rapid forward movement. Got the lightning hitting it like a tower there. All right. What else you want to tell my viewers here about the Divine Masculine side, universe? Give me 3 cards and a bottom card. What else you want to tell these people about the Divine Masculine side? What you got? Okay. Yep. I see the bottom. You heard me say yep. Okay. 8 Swords. Yeah, they're a little worried about it. They are worried. They are thinking about this. I believe you're both doing this, but you're both negative energy. This is negative energy. 8 of Swords. 8 Swords here, 8 Swords here. It's not in their main reading. It's off to the side. And this fuels itself. Negative energy feeds itself. And this is, you know, you're kind of fueling each other. One of you needs to shut this down, and I'm not talking to them, I'm talking to you, so shut this down if this is you in 8 Swords. Yep. Death card. By the way, I'll just show you because I said yep before I threw the cards. The Death card, you know, which is transformation. It is communication here for sure. They're worried about it. Rebirth, right? A reboot, something of somebody you haven't heard from or didn't think you would. It's crossed by the King of Swords. I love the King of Swords. He holds Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth. It's a card of communication. It's a definite card of communication. He makes a plan and he takes action. They're worried about it, but they're going to get over it. Right? I got all sorts. I got birds perched here, and I got a bat in the air, which tells me you may find out something you didn't know before. That could be part of that justice. But either way, it's all part of the conversation. And right here, I got an owl. That's wisdom. All right? You're going to find something out one way or another here. You are. What's the third card? 5 of Cups reversed, and wanted to come out with Judgment. They're coming. For the vast majority of you, they're rolling in. The 5 of Cups reversed is someone who's feeling a lot of regret and they want a second chance. That's why it wanted to come out of the deck with Judgment. And it's even kind of a color match here. And also on the energy reading of color side, the background here on their 8 of Swords matches this right here almost perfectly. The 5 of Cups reversed. They're worried about this. They don't want this to be over. They want well, we know in the same position as Death is the Ace of Wands. They want a new beginning. They are now feeling the sun. They're sitting in the sunlight. I don't have a devil here. I don't have anything. 1212 and the angel energy of it just ripped it all out of the person. I haven't seen a devil in so long in my readings. It's not even funny. And all year long, they've been popping out of the deck like crazy. I've been making goat noises and all sorts of shit all fucking year. No. Judgment, again, I said they're coming. And they're making a plan. They're going to get over this little nonsense 8 of Swords. You in the 8 of Swords is slowing it down a little because it's feeding their 8 of Swords. They're worried about it. Why wouldn't they be? They blew you off. They've been behind you for miles behind you. King of Swords crossing that Death card. 5 of Cups reversed is the end of regret. Somebody can't take it anymore. Somebody can't take the regret. What would have happened? The woulda, coulda, shouldas. All right? They want to turn this thing around. And I know that because it came out with Judgment. All right? And I said we're past Judgment. The two worlds on this side, we're past it. We've got 2 worlds and 1 Judgment. We got past it. Somebody can't take it anymore. Death is here. It's transformation. Look, it's pretty cut and dry. This person is awake. They're aware of the connection. They're aware of how they feel. There's no devil energy around them. A little bit in their head. You're going to get some justice. I got 2 worlds here. A cycle is ending, a new cycle is beginning, and I got a Wheel of Fortune. The only negative card I've got on the table is an 8 of Swords on each side. But on the Divine Feminine side, it's on your root energy. On their side, it's on just what else you want to tell them about this Divine Masculine universe. They're a little worried. Some of you are a little too much round and round in your head. And it's not going to stop it, but it is going to slow it down. So you do what you want, knock yourself out. But if this were my reading, if I went to me and I said, Steve, give me a reading on myself, and this is what I pulled, I'd be, as soon as I left that tarot parlor or wherever the fuck I did the reading for myself, I would definitely be done with this shit. Okay? Because we take that shit out of there, and you've got yourself an amazing, I mean, this is almost tarot perfection here for someone who's been through hell in what is likely, it is the most difficult soulmate cycle I've ever seen, but it could very possibly be the most difficult soulmate cycle that ever existed, just because of the way people are now. Because of the internet, people have become disconnected from emotion. You know, love is expressed with emojis instead of a hug. And I always say, I didn't grow up with the internet. You know, I'm part of Generation X. We didn't have the internet when we were kids. We're the Goonies generation, right? We all hung out, we had to know each other, we had friends, we had groups. You know, you had to ask a girl out if you wanted to go out with her. You didn't just text an emoji and cop out like that without emotion. There's a lot of lack of emotion in the energy, and it's affecting this side mainly. It's affecting the masculine energy a lot. The masculine energy in this cycle has been very pentacle focused. It's been very focused on stability and status and practical concerns and obligations and expectations and things like that. It's taken a long time for the love to creep through, for the happiness, for the realization that happiness comes from within, not from anything that we earn or who our daddy is or who we're married to or how much money we have or any of that. No, it's right there. They are still taking a practical pentacle approach to it though, but you know, it's a start. It's a start. And what you do with this person is entirely up to you, but for the vast majority of you, this is the best news I've seen in a twin flame journey update since we started these fucking things. And this is gorgeous energy. Get rid of this. If this is you, turn this shit around. All right? Make it reversed. Because without the 8 of Swords here crossing, this is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. You know, it really is. Access that inner wisdom. You can't access that inner wisdom with your brain. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but the inner wisdom comes from the soul. And your brain doesn't know how to translate it. You have to just feel it. You feel the energy, right? It is what it is. Okay, that's your reading. And I do have an article on that too, by the way, in the goddamn blog. I do. It's called Bad Vibrations. It's my most read article. I would check it out. At any rate, that is your reading. That is our twin flame update. Where we're at. Wow. I can't believe these two wanted to come out together. It's like perfection right here. 5 of Cups reversed. Someone who's feeling sad and regret and feeling the loss, who wants to turn that around. Without judgment with it, it reads differently from the cards. But with judgment with it, it's the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's someone who wants a second chance. It's someone who really can't take it anymore. And I feel that energy. I'm telling you that. That's absolutely true. It's because, especially with the sun and their core energy here. All right. I hope this reading was helpful. If I help one person today, I've done my job, karmically speaking. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares. And don't forget, there's a whole fucking playlist of these if you're new here. We've been tracking it since summer. They're all timeless. You might be at a different place in the journey. You might want to go watch and see what resonates with you. Okay? And also check all my playlists. Most of what I do is timeless here. All right? Because I know people are going to find me at different times. So, you know, there's no time in the energy anyway, so most readings are timeless. Also, I give you the advice that I always give, which is if somebody's reading, anybody's reading from August 2014 or some shit pops up in your feed, it's there for a reason. Click into it. There's no time. Nobody here is a time lord, has the ability to tell the universe what August is. You know, it is what it is. It's when you find a reading, generally you're meant to find it. There are some exceptions, but for the most part. All right. That's your reading. Good luck, everyone.